Hello everybody. In 813, I wanted to make you a quick video. One of the things that is coming up that is due on October 3rd is this idea generation for your final. And your final is called the Learner-Centered Digital Literacy Project. But what you're doing in this actual assignment that's due on the 3rd, listed on that outline of assignments, is you're actually just going to do some idea generation. And so what I provide for you under the modules is the idea of where am I going, and that's presented here on the left side. What is the assignment that I'm actually going to complete for the end of this semester? And again, this is very short. It doesn't have a great deal of detail, but it kind of lets you know what is the end focus. And then I want you to think about idea generation. How am I going to come up with ideas for what I am going to do for my final? One of the things I commonly do in my undergraduate course is I embed the use of a technological application or piece of software or hardware that will help them get the job done. And so in this, they actually get to explore new things, but they're also learning as they go. So one of the things, if you want to look over on this right-hand side, is this idea of how am I going to start generating ideas? One of the things I really like as a visual learner, as a lot of students are, is this use of graphical organizers, or in this case, a concept map. So I ask you to go in and find a free tool in Google, and I tell you, how am I going to actually get a free tool in Google and get it over to my drive? So if this is new to you, this video could be of some help. So the first place you want to do, based on my instructions, which are right here, is you need to go to your Google Drive. Well, to get to your Google Drive, if you forget, you do go to your Gmail within Fort Hays. Over on this right-hand side up by your profile picture, you click on what I call the window pane or the Google Apps. When you click on the window pane, you'll immediately launch Drive. Once you've launched Drive, you're going to go in that top left-hand corner and you're going to click on New. This is where you can add new folders, you can access docs, sheets, slides, anything you like that you've actually downloaded. Okay, when you go to More, it shows you everything that's sitting out there as an app that you've downloaded in your documents or Drive. If you've not downloaded anything, you probably won't see a lot beyond Google Forms, Google Drawing, and Google Maps. There's some that are standard. So there's two ways in which I can add new apps to my Google Drive. I could do it this way that I'm showing you right now, or I could actually go to the Google Store, and it's not called downloading, it's called connecting, and I'll show you that in a moment. But when I connect with any application, which are all free in this case, you will see that it's going to be setting out here in your Google Drive. So just to reiterate, I am in my Google Drive. How do I know that? I see the little drive symbol up at the very top. In this area, we have all these windows open, which is kind of crazy. So up inside my Google Drive, I go to New, and I go to More, and I come down and I go to Connect to More Apps. And I believe when I started using Google about 4 years ago for education, I just typed in the word concept map because I didn't know what was actually in Google Apps for use. And in this case, I happen to use Lucid Charts. I use one called Kukul. There's a variety of things. The reason it's telling me right here to rate it is because I've already connected or downloaded it, essentially. So right here, if I come over to Kami, which is a PDF and document markup application, you can notice as I roll over it, it says to connect. If I connect with that, it adds it to my app. So when I go to Lucid, because it is already in my drive, it's wanting me to rate it as a user. All right. So for me to access the things I do have in my drive that have something to do with concept mapping, I go to New again, More, and there's Kukul and Lucid Diagrams. I just happen to be a fan of Kukul, but I would definitely recommend you go into both and explore other apps in Google Drive that are free that could be of some use to you. I think as users, we tend to choose the things that we like, that make sense to us, that help us make the finished product manageable, in this case user-friendly for me because I'm the designer, and then also something that replicates what I need to do, which in this idea is idea generation for this final project. So I launch Kukul, and it takes just a second. It's going to ask you a couple questions. I just want to hide this. I really don't need to send it to a coworker at this point, so I'm ready to start designing. And as I design, I can put in a title here. And there's all kinds of things you can then do at this point. You can put in a picture, which I really like for young learners that are not writing and reading at this point. You could pop in pictures. When I decide I'm going to add on to this title, again, I can type it, I can add in pictures, I could add in a web link. So there's so many other things that you can do when you're in this. So this would be a subcategory. Please do not ask me about my typing because it's the end of the day. So you can see how this kind of works. So again, I just wanted to reiterate how you're going to get in and find these apps and where they are when you get there. So again, you're in your Google Drive, you click New, you click More, you download them to connect to apps down in here, and if they're there, they're going to be setting out here. Now, if it doesn't immediately appear, don't freak out. It just takes a second to move over to your Google Drive. So I would come out of it and come back in and it will appear there. So quickly, I just wanted to make you an instructional video to help you out and help you learn where apps are and how they get loaded in and give you some ideas of things that you could use for this assignment. Again, we were talking about the assignment. It's in the second module. It'll be under modules, and it should be showing up here at the bottom, and it's called the Learner-Centered Digital Media Project, and it's IDEA, because remember, we're just doing some idea generation. And what I'm asking you to do is over here, and I will link up the video I'm making so you can access it as you go through this assignment. All right, have a great day. Take care. Bye.